Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about savvy maintenance run by Mike Bush and his philosophy of keeping shops on a short lease, which prevents unneeded maintenance. You pay for that, but it reduces your bill. They talk a great deal about how shops like to add on things recommended by the manufacturer, but not part of airworthiness. Let's talk about that. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. So what we're going to give you tonight is Yankee Aviation. We are a savvy maintenance shop. We've been working with them for over 10 years. And like they say, they like good, thorough shops that give us good, thorough examination for meticulous repairs, but then they want to push back on some of the things. Your airplane has to be airworthiness and in safe condition, but you don't have to do all the manufacturer's recommendations. Now, as an example of what we mean by manufacturer's recommendations, here's from your maintenance manual, and here's what you're supposed to do every 50, 100, and 500 and 1,000 hours. So you can see oil change, washing the airplane. You can see that in for an annual, if you've done more than 50 hours, you could accrue a lot of unneeded maintenance. But as long as you meet the airworthy conditions of the airplane and it is in safe condition, then you're good to go and you can decline maintenance on your aircraft. But let's talk a little bit more about some things that can get into sticky areas for you. Now, you pay about $750 a year for savvy maintenance for a piston single. And what this does is they'll give you shops to avoid, shops they recommend, and then from that you can make a determination of where you need to go on your airplane. Now, keep in mind that not all shops will take a savvy maintenance airplane. I know of some shops that will just say outright, no, they're not taking it. It does cost you a little bit more because everything you want to do, you have to write it all up, parts and labor, submit it, get it approved, and then you can do the work if it's approved. By the way, so let's talk about a couple of examples. Here's a couple of things that you'll get pushback on. We just recently had a savvy airplane in the shop, and they wanted to defer removing the power flow system and inspecting it. So they defer it for a year because of cost. The problem with that is, because it's an STC and it does have instructions for continued airworthiness, it has to be done or the airplane's not airworthy. Now, Mike Bosch and his folks will tell you that, well, then just sign it off as unairworthy, give me a discrepancy list, and I'll take it to another shop and have them sign it off. But airworthiness things you can't defer. Now, the other thing is what happens if you have bad brakes and they examine the brake system and find out you only have one worn pad? They only replace one pad. Now, a new pad and an old pad will not grip the same. And in our aircraft, do you want to run off the runway because your brakes weren't working properly? And what about the mechanic? It's his signature on the line, not savvy maintenance's. The other one we've come across is we had an aircraft, the brakes were working just fine, except there was a wet area on the brake line up on the wing, up on the gear leg, not down by the caliper where we normally see a leak. So we asked to investigate it. Well, they wanted us to pull it all apart and clean it. It turned out being a cracked aluminum line which had to be replaced. So yes, the brakes did work, and yes, you could have just turned it out of the shop, but losing fluid like that, how long before it fails and comes back to haunt you? So we've been working with savvy maintenance, like I said, for about 10 years. We don't take every airplane. Some shops just say no. But you get what you pay for. I hope everybody's happy with it. I was just trying to give you a shop's viewpoint. It does add a little bit more to your bill. On the savvy airplanes that we have to get all the approval and writings and everything done and pictures all ahead of time, that costs shop time, and it adds about anywhere from 8 to 10% to your bill. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you found all this useful and informative. Take a look at savvy maintenance. It may be for you, it may not be. But anyway, have a great day flying your Grumman. And thanks for watching. And here's Hopscotch. He's playing with one of the toys that Mike May brought us when he brought us his tiger again this year. He definitely loves that blue mouse with the blue feather. Thanks, Mike. He's really enjoying it.